not his preferred position either. Prefers to operate on the left, but pushed it up on the right. But Matt Actor in particular in the middle as well, controlling the midfield, breaking up the play was very impressive.
Well, it was Barton there, number 7, who won that free kick for City. It goes to skipper Jack Thomas at left back. Davis wrestling for possession, ends up winning a throw in there. Back it comes to De Bono, and now Ewan Griffiths in goal. And a bright start to the season for Darren Pearce's young side. As I mentioned, 4 games unbeaten in the league, and plenty of youngsters making that step up, as we've seen, from not only 21s level to first team, but also 18s to 21 this season. Good exposure for the younger lads in games like this. Here is Barton. Back to Keita, summer recruit. Sent long. And Watts will give chase, but it's safely back to goalkeeper Isaac Finch. Trey George jump for that header, but the ball breaks to Thomas on the left. It's clear push in the back on Jake Davis, and it'll be a free kick to City. Keita finds Noah Williams wearing number 2. It's a good press. Led by Yeboah, forcing Griffiths to kick long, but it's a good header as well from Thomas. Chip ball this time, which Davis tries to bring down. The referee stopped play here. Head injury. To a City player, so we'll have a pause in play after just 3 minutes. Now, Tom, completely different conditions here to what you experienced on Tuesday. It's been raining all morning and all afternoon here in the Welsh capital. How do you think that's going to affect Darren Pearce's side? It's a different test for the boys to overcome, isn't it?
Yeah, of course. Yeah, on Tuesday we had bright sunshine all afternoon, and that reflected on the scorecard for the Bluebirds. But as you say, it's going to be very testing conditions here in the Seven-side derby. Ball will be zipping around there. There's been a lot of changes to that lineup that we saw on Tuesday. There'll be a chance for a lot of these players to show Darren Pearce what they can offer in these conditions. As I say, no better test than to try and do it in the rain here.
As you mentioned, a few changes from that side that played in midweek. No Jake Dennis, he was in goal for that game. Charlie O'Brien, Jack Kingdon, who skippered the side on Tuesday, has dropped to the bench. Today, Louis Giles, not involved. Troy Perrott, Will Spears too. So, as Tom says, it's a good chance for some of these younger lads stepping up to make their mark at under 21 level.
Also a big test for the lads that did feature on Tuesday as well, of course. 2 games in the space of 3 days. Really test what they've got out in their legs and whether they can back up that performance on Tuesday. Really dominant. Didn't allow Millwall anything in that game, so see if they can back that up here today.
Now the good news is Leon Phelan is up and about, so we can get back underway. City back up to a full complement. The referee wants that free kick retaken too quickly for his liking. And it will come back into the Bluebirds' half. Cato, strong header forward, looking for Phelan, but it won't reach him. Brought down by Louis Derrick, but City in quickly to dispossess, and that's a foul by Matthew Apter, according to the referee. Little tug on the shirt of Ruben Shepherd, Bristol City's number 10. So a chance then for the visitors to swing this ball into the box. And it goes as a free header there. It's number 4, Callum Hewlett. Should have done better with it.
Yeah, he's unmarked in the area there, isn't he? He managed to break away from his man and had acres of space in that box, but it's not even to get a connection on it, I believe.
Yeah, it's not great defensive work from the Bluebirds there. 2 Bristol City men free in the box, but thankfully no connection made to trouble Ewan Griffiths' goal. Cater clears long, looking for Barton. Ball into the channel, looking for Shepherd, will run out for a goal kick. Good pressure from the visitors to win themselves a throw-in. Williams dispossessed. That's a foul between Williams and Barton right in the corner, so it's going to be another chance for a set piece for the visitors. Well, that will be retaken, you think, because the man in the middle wants a word.
Which I think Ruben Shepherd will be pretty happy with, given the quality of the delivery on that first attempt, but gets a second chance now.
Yeah, it was Yeboah, the guilty party, of pushing and shoving in that 6-yard box, and Shepherd, as you say, Tom, will get a second chance to put this ball in. It goes short to the edge of the box. Low ball cleared away by Jack Thomas. City able to break, and can Barton get his foot on this? Not quite. No foul there either by Manny Barton. Isaac Finch just sends that ball back where it came from, getting his side out of any potential trouble. City build again. Here's Jack Thomas. Clip ball. That's a nice ball over the top. Trey George with the first touch. Hewlett able to clear. Breaks a little bit of space there for Watts, but not the right accuracy on that pass, and it's back with Finch.
It's been a bit of a stop-start to the opening 10 minutes here, hasn't it, Connor? I don't think either side have been able to really settle down, make some crisp passing, and really get a feel for the conditions of the pitch yet. So there's been a lot of breaks in play, but City have it now coming forward.
Yeah, a little stop-start. Put that down to the rain, perhaps. Neither side able to build patterns on the ball. This is a good opportunity now for the visitors. Yeboah forced out wide. Cross comes in low. Apter gets to it. Here's Phillips. He'll swing one in. That's a better delivery, and this time it's Cater. Has to throw himself at that ball to clear away for a Bristol City corner. Ruben Shepherd was the interested party, but Keita got there first. And now it will be Zach Ali to deliver this one from the far side. Or not, he's leaving that to Ruben Shepherd. "12 minutes on the clock then here at Leckwith. Bristol City with this corner kick. Billy Phillips swung the previous ball in that won it. This time it will be Ruben Shepherd to deliver. That one's low again from him. Hooked back in by Derek, but it's a good punch from Ewan Griffiths in the City goal. Derek finds a bit of space again. Pulled back, and Alias De Bono with a good header. Still not clear though, and will it drop for a red shirt? Another corner. De Bono again involved, gets a block on that ball and sends it behind.
Yeah, there's a few half chances in there for the Robins, wasn't it? As you mentioned, City couldn't quite get the ball clear, but they've managed to scramble it behind for a corner, but the danger's not clear yet.
Shepherd again with the delivery. He's hit a few unintentionally low ones, so I wonder if he'll put a bit much on this one. That's a better delivery, and it's into the box, but City get first contact. Trey George battling. Should win a free kick there. Doesn't get one, and somehow doesn't get the throw in either. Bristol City ball inside Bluebirds territory. Ali will deliver. Long throw met by a Bristol City head, but Ewan Griffiths, good commanding presence in his area to claim that ball and spring a counter-attack on the left. There's Jake Davis. Davis plays square. That's a nice ball to Watts. Here's Barton. Manny Barton, good ball out to Noah Williams. Comes back to Watts. Barton inside the box now, the Bluebirds. Looking for an option. Williams provides one. Stood up well, actually. Noah Williams. All the way back to Gabriel Keita it goes. Yeboah does a good job there. But no foul given, allowing Keita to swing a ball in. Takes a deflection, and Finch is able to gather. Long kick downfield that Keita gets a head on. And a second one. Comes nice to Phelan. That's a good ball. Looking for Davis, but too much on it though. Finch has to play outside of his area, and it's pretty unconvincing. Here's Hogg. Ali. Gibbs swings it long, but De Bono meets it first in the air. Good footwork there from Ephraim Yeboah. Out to Shepherd on the edge of the box for Bristol City. Ball into the box is Port and goes for a goal kick. Goes, good header from Davis. Thomas. Out with Bristol now though. Thomas Gibbs. Given away though, and City can break here. Trey George, edge of the box, lovely footwork from him to break in. Needs an option now, and it's sliding in. And Bristol defender sends it behind for a corner. City's best moment so far.
Most definitely. Yeah, they've had to soak up a lot of pressure in the opening 15 minutes here. So one of the first opportunities they've had to really come forward is really good press at the midfield to start the move. It's a neat play on that, a wide area there. It's a chance for City to send the corner in here and really build some pressure of their own.
Well, it was number 6, Harry Hogg, who went sliding in. I think he needed to because there were blue shirts queuing up in the box. But I think this is Marley Thelwell, who needs a bit of treatment. Right back for the Robins. Looks like number 14, Femi Akinbo, is just getting ready. Might be making an early introduction here. He's off for a warm-up. Thelwell off to the sidelines then, which means the Bluebirds will be a man up for this set piece. Looks like it'll be Jack Thomas to deliver, City skipper this afternoon. Keita De Bono up from the back for this set piece move. Thomas, good ball in, met by a Bristol head though. Comes up to the edge of the box, hooked back in towards Phelan. Here's Keita, strong effort blocked. And another one from Apter that drifts wide of the target, out for a goal kick.
Yeah, he's connected with that really well, isn't he, Keita? But I think he's done a bit of damage to the Robins defender there. He's slightly winded, but I think he's walking around okay now. He's good to carry on.
Yeah, with some power on that strike. It's Thomas Gibbs, the man who put his body in the way. Also looks from Bristol City perspective that Marley Thelwell will be able to continue. He's back on and challenging for this header with Thomas, which neither of them connect with, forcing De Bono to go and cross and play safety first. Bono, good header again. Thomas able to turn and get a attempted clearance, but it's blocked back into a Bristol City path. This is Shepherd. He can't keep control of the ball. Out it goes for a Bluebirds throw. Well, almost 20 minutes in, Tom. It's been pretty scrappy, as you'd expect for a game against a local rival in the rain. Hasn't really been the right game to get the ball moving and flowing forward football, has it?
No, you're right. Absolutely. I think, as you say, neither side really able to sort of put a string of passes together to really kind of settle down into it. We've had to really battle hard against the conditions and just try and stay focused and not make any mistakes and let the opposition in. But so we've soaked up a lot of pressure in the opening 15. Been a couple of moments in the last 5 minutes where they've been able to come forward, but still haven't been able to create a clear-cut opportunity as yet.
Here is a bit of space for Keita on the ball. Williams looking down the line to Barton. It was a good ball, well cut out by Thomas Gibbs. It's a game where territory is probably a bit more important than usual. You don't want the ball being passed around your own back line in these circumstances where one under-hit ball could put you in trouble. You really want to stay in the opponent's half and try and force the pressure that way, just as City have done there to win a free kick.
Yeah, Watts has done really well there to sort of get in front of his man and get control of possession. And as soon as he's done that, then Bristol defenders come in and just taking his legs out from under him. And it's a pretty dangerous position here, isn't it? Where Thomas or Barton might be looking at goal rather than swinging it in. But we'll see.
the left foot of Jack Thomas, perhaps best suited to it. Can try and wrap this around the wall, or indeed dink it over to the back post where the body's weight would be a cheeky one for Manny Barton to pull off from this angle, but you've seen great things from the young man so far in his early Bluebirds career, so I wouldn't rule it out.
Let's see if he's been watching Ruben Caldwell highlights.
Thomas with it then. He does wrap it round the wall. Not far away from the Bluebird skipper. Goal kick then for Bristol City. Isaac Finch will send this one long. Everybody up towards the halfway line to receive it. Long it goes then from Finch. Cater gets first contact, but it goes backwards. De Bono has to deal with this. There's a really good job there, actually, of heading back to Ewan Griffiths. Barton can't keep that ball in. Too much on it again. Conditions playing their part there. Let's have another look at that free kick. Keeper saw it late. I think Finch didn't cover his goal too well and was fortunate, really, that that ball drifted wide of the upright. It will be a City throw inside their own half. No, Williams will take it. That's a nice ball to you, Boa, but De Bono clears. Safety first, but it's good defending to cover around the back of his central defensive partner, Gabriel Cater. Good feet there from Shepherd. Boa goes to ground but doesn't win the free kick. City throw. Williams again. Looking down the line for Barton and Phelan. They're looking crossfield, but it goes straight to Isaac Finch. Good ball out there to Thelwell. Tries the 1-2. Jack Thomas should get there first. Two hands in the back. That's good defending from the City man. Got his body in a good position, and the Bristol City right back couldn't stop himself from going barreling through Jack Thomas. Hopefully he hasn't done him too much damage here. City skipper stays on the deck. Treatment needed here for JT. Again, we hope it's not too serious. The subs warming up for the Bluebirds. Let's remind you of those. Daniel Higgs is our sub goalkeeper today. Hayden Allmark will wear number 12. Tiger Tobin, 14. Riley Hilaire-Clark, 15. And Jack Kingdon, number 16. Jack Thomas back on his feet. Here we see that move earlier from Trey George, just broke into the box, and there's a good sliding block from Harry Hogg. Bit of a scramble from the following corner. Gabriel Cater got a shot away here. It was well blocked. Back underway then. Ewan Griffiths, a free kick right in the far left corner. Jack Thomas will be returning to play very shortly. Williams gets up. Good header on that one. One again by Watts. And he picks up the second ball and finds Barton. See that ball sticking on this pitch, can't you? Very heavy now in the South Wales rain. Bristol City use it to their advantage. Is Shepherd out to Ali. Ball into the box. Cater clears. Leon Phelan does really well to get across that ball. Gets his head on it. Doesn't get the decision from the referee. Forward it goes to Yeboah. That's a neat flick round the corner. Bristol City approaching the box, and Griffiths is diving. Louis Derrick's shot drifts wide. Leon Phelan unhappy that he went up to try and compete for that ball, and it's one of those Harry Kane challenges where the defenders just stood still, watched the man come over the top, and they can lead to serious injuries.
It's really neat play there from Yeboah. Really good link-up play to sort of set the man up to get the shot away, but unable to get it on target. Still waiting for the first shot on target in this game, I believe.
Nice idea from Hogg to play out to his right to Thelwell. Doesn't come off though. City trying to break forward, but are stopped unfairly, so it will be a free kick. I think both captains have a word with the referee here. That's Louis Derrick. Referee Adam Merchant, just a quick word. Both to say, calm it down on this surface. Too many fouls taking place. I'm sure the cards will start coming, especially in a derby game like this one. After this ball is cut out by Robbins midfielder, and here's Yeboah. Space to run into, waiting for support to arrive. Here it comes from Phillips. Nice turn from him. Bluebird shirts surround him though. Does well actually to get that ball out to Yeboah. Swings in across. Good header from Zach Ali, and that's your first shot on target. Tom, Ewan Griffiths makes no mistake with it though. Good save.
Yeah, and City have had to do a lot of defending this first half. You know, a number of occasions where they've lost possession and then on the back foot where Bristol allowed the chance to sort of run at the City defence. As you say, the first time that Griffiths has been tested there, it's easy enough for him to collect.
Good work on the right from the visitors. Recycled the ball well to create that chance. Thankfully, it wasn't the strongest header from Ali. Doing a good job of this as well, just crowding things out in midfield. But the Bluebirds hit back and have space on the left through Thomas and Davis. There's Jake Davis, takes a stumble but gets the ball out of his feet. Thomas, good ball into the box, looking for Phelan. Held by Isaac Finch.
I think it's City's best passing possession of the game there. Apter does really well initially in the midfield to win the ball, and some good work on the left-hand side. Just can't pick up the man in the middle.
All of a sudden, after 25 minutes of stop-start stuff, a game of football starting to break out now. A bit more control on the ball. Some forward passing from both sides. Thelwell competes with Thomas and wins that header. De Bono sends it long. Decent ball actually, looking towards Phelan. Noah Williams up against Ali. It's a good strong header from him. Well won in midfield though by Derrick, but Apter once again cuts it out. It's Trey George in possession. Cater. Williams. Good fit initially, but it's given away to Phillips. He's dragged back, advantage played. All action from Apter, and wow. Free kick given, but how long's an advantage? Bristol City had a chance to move down the left. They didn't. City nicked it back, and then we come all the way back for a free kick. I'm sure that's how advantages are meant to work, but there we are. on the half-hour mark then. Cardiff City 0, Bristol City 0. Ruben Shepherd looks like he's going to dink this free kick towards the back post. In it goes. That's a good delivery. Griffiths with a strong punch. Derek up against Apted does well. Moves that ball into Shepherd. The space now on the right for Bristol, but Thomas and Davis do a good job defensively. Leon Phelan wins a free kick. City want to take quickly and have Noah Williams immediately under pressure from you both. Barton. Clever from him to get out of a tight spot and allows the Bluebirds to build from the back. Griffiths. Now De Bono. Thomas into Davis. A lovely turn from him and George. Good football from City, and Leon Phelan's unlucky not to connect with that ball from Jack Thomas. It was one-touch stuff, really nice. Elias De Bono's done a great job there. And the ball given against Jake Davis. Not sure that was his intention when he jumped for that header. Free kick then to Bristol City on their right flank, close to the touchline. Again, it will go into the box. Brought down. Callum Hewlett, not sure he expected it. The Bluebirds able to clear. Now there's a bit of space. And Barton is offside. Didn't get anywhere near the ball anyway. There was a bit much on it from Harry Watts sliding in. Had to go to ground to make first contact on the ball because he was under pursuit by a Bristol man. And it was actually a really good defensive line. Everyone stepped up. Barton had his eyes on the ball. Wasn't really looking at those who were meant to be marking him, and Bristol City had it back momentarily. And we'll get it again from this throw-in. Bono, that's given away. Here's Phillips. Will he shoot on the edge of the box? It's blocked behind for another corner. Ruben Shepherd on the deck for the visitors. I think he's just doing his laces. He'll be over to take this corner shortly. Tom City have dealt with a number of balls into their box in this first half, a couple in the last couple of minutes, and at the moment they're doing a good job of it.
They are, as you mentioned. It's been a number of corners from Bristol so far this game. As the game's gone on, deliveries have been a bit more accurate, a bit more tested for the City defence to sort of deal with it. Another opportunity for Shepherd to put one in, but we've been on a few occasions where Griffiths has made his mind up early, and we've done really well in just dealing with the problems. Come out and either punched or fought it really well. See how they deal with this one here.
Shepherd, another good delivery, and it's Cater this time. Very good defensive header away from the danger, and that should be a Cardiff throw-in. Number 6, Harry Hogg, who tried to play at that ball, didn't get his first touch right, and then swung a wild leg at it. He'll go the way of the visitors, though. That's a push in the back. Thank you very much. And a free kick to City. A bit needless from the Robins. They won't be happy with that one.
No, absolutely. We've built in a lot of pressure in the last 5 minutes. Bristol pushing up the pitch. Pretty needless foul to give away. City won't complain.
Also needless from Williams. Forces Cater to put a foot in there. That's better from the Bluebirds right back. George gets a toe on it. Fortunately, the conditions wrong foot Jake Davis. De Bono makes first contact, but it drops to a red shirt. That's really good defending from Watts. Nips the ball in and drives City forward. Barton, his touch is heavy though. Allow the Robins to get it back. That's Phillips. Derek gets in the way of his teammate's pass. Jack Thomas out to the left. There goes Davis. Good run forward from Thomas. Can he put a decent ball into the box? Instead, he tries to pull it back towards Davis. Thomas again now driving towards the byline. He's well watched by Phillips. No Williams. Yaboa gives chase, but we'll go back to Griffiths. George. Looking forward to Phelan, but it's cut out. Will City get it back? They will through Trey George. A little bit of slipping and sliding going on out there now. This pitch has taken on a lot of water.
Yeah, you feel the conditions have played a huge part in how this game has gone so far, isn't it? It's really testing for a lot of these players to sort of put their print on the game.
Here's Barton. Tight to the touchline, good feet from him to get back to Williams. Barton again. Can he drive inside now? It's a pretty poor tackle. Harry Hogg certainly caught his man. Bristol City players appealing that he got a bit of the ball as well, but it was quick feet from Barton. He's caught him quite high. It was loose. It was there to be won, let's say, and a chunk of man was taken as well.
Yeah, it's a very heavy hit that he's took there, but he seems to be back on his feet pretty swiftly. Set piece going to be played in from a very similar position to what we saw earlier, just a bit further out. I wonder if this one will be played in the box instead of going straight at goal, however.
Don't want to talk too much about the conditions and the rain, but it's probably one of those challenges that on a normal pitch you don't go quite as far. Extra skid off the turf has just taken him into Manny Barton a bit quicker, Harry Hogg, than he anticipated. That's what's caused that yellow card. Always a risk when you leave your feet on a pitch like this. And that, as you say, Tom, has given the Bluebirds a decent opportunity. He's tried it once, Jack Thomas. I'm not sure he'll go for it again, but you never know. Cater and De Bono wait at the back post. In it goes. Easy catch for Finch. Williams. Good composure from him. He's an option now. As well to win a throw-in. Yeah, look, on the replay of that free kick, it's not really what Jack Thomas was hoping for, was it?
Yeah, it's one of those, he's floated it in towards the back post, and I think he's hoping someone's going to come in with a bit of a run. It's one of those in-between ones where you're not sure what he was actually intending, but
bit of zip off the turf on that ball through to Ewan Griffiths, who leaves it run for a goal kick. Griffiths to De Bono. The referee was just waiting for Yeboah to get himself out of the box there. In the end, it's actually harmed Bluebirds' chances of playing out from the back, but he wasn't very firm with the Bristol City striker. DeBono was immediately under pressure, but the Bluebirds have got themselves out of that pickle with Keita now on the right. Lofts a ball, which is met by Barton at the second attempt. Good footwork from Manny Barton. Round 2. His cross, though, just too much on it. Behind, out for a goal kick.
Yeah, I've seen that a few times today from Bluebirds' side, where they've done really well in the first instance, where they've beaten the man, taken a good touch. He's done it well there to beat 2 men, but it's just that final ball, that final pass to find a player to create an opportunity. It's been a bit lacking in this first half.
Three minutes then till the break. It's goalless at Leckwith. Cardiff City, Bristol City, under-21 clash. It's been scrappy. It's been stop-start. Too many moments of quality to discuss, but the Bluebirds starting to get a foot on the ball and grow into this game now. A goal for either side before the interval does change things. Let's hope it's Darren Pearce's boys who get it. Griffiths to DeBono. That's the turn. It's a nice option there in Apter if you can find him. He does well. Keita to Watts. Keita goes back to Griffiths. DeBono, good ball through the lines to George. He's got time to turn. Play out towards Davis. Can he keep it in? Jake Davis now. Too much on the ball from Trey George. Again, with the conditions playing their part. You don't want it to hold up, so perhaps you overhit it so it doesn't stop dead in the turf, but that one had too much on it. And Bristol City quite fortunate to get possession back with a throw-in. Keita hooks that one back in. Is Phelan onside. He'll compete with the goalkeeper for it. Flag stays down, so you presume he was on.
He's starved for chances so far this first half, isn't he, Phelan? Because all the front three haven't had a lot of the ball. A lot of territory even playing in the City half.
Oh, DeBono makes an error there, and here's Yeboah. Shooting chance, and it should be a lot better. A let off for the Bluebirds. The ball just got stuck a little bit underneath Elias DeBono's boot. It was Billy Phillips who took aim.
Yeah, I think his eyes have lit up there in that moment, isn't it? The ball's come to him in really good position just outside the edge of the box. With a lot of space too, and just lent back on the effort, and it's gone well over the bar.
Griffiths goes short. To Keita is Williams. Given away by Williams. This time it's Harry Hogg. Finds Ali. Low cross, but Keita cuts it out. Barton is fouled from behind by Thomas Gibbs. It's a City free kick. Here's that chance again. DeBono just misread the flight of that ball and got underneath it, as you said. Phillips would be better taking another touch, getting his head up, having a look.
I don't think he quite realised how much space he had there, did he? More than enough time to take a touch and really connect through it.
Thomas, good ball to Apter. Finds Williams. Barton, that's nice one-touch stuff. Here's Watts. Phelan. Space here for George. If Phelan can find him, it's good defending in the end to let that ball roll through to goalkeeper Isaac Finch. But again, just another example of that link-up. It's been coming in this game in patches. The rain and the weather have slowed things down, but when City do get going, Tom, in that final third, they look dangerous.
Absolutely. Yeah, as you just alluded to there, there's been some really good link-up, crisp passing from City, especially in this second stage of the first half. It's just in that final moment. He's slipped there, Leroy Davis, but Still time in this first half to nick a goal before the break.
That's good from Trey George there. And that front three, Jake Davis, Barton and Leon Phelan all working well, linking up. Barton, everything's coming through this man at the minute. Wearing number 7 for City. Williams down the line looking for Barton. No need to give a foul away there. I was hoping there'd be no foul, but Williams keen to try and win that ball back, and in the end has given it back to Bristol City right in the corner. Can't imagine we will have more than 2 minutes of stoppage time before the break. On reflection, Tom, it's been a tricky contest, not the greatest game to watch, but I'm sure Darren Pearce will take confidence from this first half that his side can get the all-important first goal in it. Let's see what Yeboah does here for Bristol City. It's a corner, deflected effort. And if City can see this out, it'll be a pretty good half going into what's hopefully a better second.
For sure. Yeah, the away side have had the better of the chances, should we say. In terms of clear-cut opportunities, they've had to really dig their heels in the City defence and really keep the pressure out of their own 18-yard box.
Corner comes in, Cato again heads away, this time straight behind for another corner from the opposite side. We did have 1 or 2 injury stoppages, didn't we, early in the half. Just added on a few minutes at the end of this first period to 3 minutes of stoppage time now. It will be Ruben Shepherd to swing this ball in. All the bodies are at the back post. Let's see where it goes. Shepherd then, right-footed, curls it in towards Griffiths, gets an important hand on it. Not fully cleared though. Phillips. This time Jake Davis gets something away. Yeboah on the ball. Good recovery from Trey George. And that will be that for the first 45. It's been a right battle in the rain here at Leckwith. 2 sides giving it their all. Physical contest, not a lot of fast forward-flowing football. But at half-time here in the Welsh capital, it's Cardiff City under-21s 0, Bristol City 0. We'll be back with second half coverage in 10-15 minutes or so. back to Cardiff City TV. The second half just about to get underway here in Leckwith. Goalless after a pretty tricky 45 minutes for both sides due to persistent rain. We're pleased to say that for now it seems to have stopped. So hopefully we will see a better game of football in this second half. It's still a pretty heavy pitch, but hopefully the ball can move a bit better. We can see some good attacking play on show. Bristol City probably edged the first half. Here they come again at the start of the second. That's a good shot on target from Ruben Shepherd. And just like that, Tom, took what, 30, 40 seconds of this second half, and we've seen some forward balls and a shot on target. It took about half an hour to get that in the first half.
Yeah, much better start there. Really positive play from the away side there. But as it was in the first half, repeatedly, it's another injury there.
Yeah, took a whack in the head, the Bristol City man. Gives us a chance to look at that opportunity. First, we will see just what happened. It was a good header from Tom Gibbs. He stayed down. This was that early chance then was after for City trying to keep the ball in. Inadvertently gave it away. Boa with a nice ball to Shepherd. Ewan Griffiths watched it all the way.
Yeah, the angle's always against him there, Shepherd. Griffiths does really well to stay alert at his near post anyways. It's comfortable enough, but of course from Shepherd's point of view, looking to get the shot off early in the second half and test the keeper. Griffiths equal to it, however.
Well, we'll use this break-in play early in the second half to run through two sides. So starting with the Bluebirds, Ewan Griffiths, as mentioned, number 1 in goal. Number 2 is Noah Williams. Number 3 and captain, Jack Thomas. Matthew Apter, number 4. Gabriel Keita at the back, wears number 5. Partnered alongside Elias De Bono, number 6. Manny Barton, the City's most lively outlet in the first half, is number 7. Harry Watts wears 8. Leon Feeler, number 9. Trey George, number 10. And number 11 is Jake Davis. Well, I'd be surprised if Tom Gibbs is able to continue here. He's sat back up, but getting pretty extensive treatment, as is the case with a head